Hey guys, it's Matt at Half-Life Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the PetSafe automatic feeder, so stick around. So I purchased this in October of this year, and I gotta say I really do enjoy this. I purchased it for $129.95. It's pretty steep. I haven't seen much fluctuation on the pricing as far as it going down at all for this thing, and I actually thought about this for quite a few months before even purchasing it, just because of the price point. It has turned out to be a good purchase though, I gotta admit. The main reason I picked this up is because I got a new kitten. She likes to wake me up at the AM hours, 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. It's just, what kittens do, and it's because she's hungry. So after a few months of being woken up by being walked on the face and all that other fun stuff, I decided to make this purchase. So this is really paid off. You can set it to what time you want it to go off. She basically likes to eat at 7 in the morning for some reason most of the time. So I set it for 7 in the morning. Every morning without fail, it dispenses the set amount of food that I set it for. So it's 3/8 of a cup for her once a day. Usually when I buy cat food, I buy it once a month. I'll buy, anywhere between a 4 and a 5 pound bag. Usually a 5 pound bag, I can fill up this whole top, holder. You could call it a hopper, if you will. And 5 pounds fits really quite well in this. It doesn't overflow, it doesn't do anything like that. And it does have this latch up top. And it does prevent your animals from getting into it. If you have a bigger animal, a dog or something, and they tip it over, it should fare pretty well, unless you have one of those dogs that's gonna, chew to get their way into it regardless. You might have a little problem on your hand. Button feature up front, it's pretty nice. The screen does its job. There's a little battery indicator. This does run off of batteries. You can buy an external charger for this. I chose to opt with the batteries. It's still showing full battery after almost 4 months of use with this. Again, it only turns on once a day in the morning, so I don't see it using too much of the battery, but if you were to run it 3 times a day or something like that, you might see a difference. But so far, the batteries have been lasting in this perfectly fine, so I have had no issues with that. And this has never missed a feeding schedule whatsoever. Now, speaking about feeding schedules, you're going to have to set them up with these buttons up here. The buttons are kind of a pain in the butt with the instructions they send. You're going to have to give yourself a good 10-20 minutes to, try to figure out what settings do what, how to set the time, everything like that. So basically, to keep it short, what you want to do is you want to set the actual time of day that it currently is. Once you get that set, then you're going to set the feeding schedule. You have 12 feeding schedules to choose from. I just did one, as I said previously in this video. So the one schedule I picked, I set for 7 a.m. in the morning, 7:30, somewhere in there. And then once you set that, it's pretty much, you set it down, you walk away, and every morning like clockwork, it's going to, feed your animal at that designated time. You can adjust how much food it's going to kick out, and it just works. It really does. I have a little measuring cup, and, the increments in which it puts into the bowl, it's pretty exact. So if you set it for a cup, you're going to get a cup. If you set it for 3/8 of a cup, which I do, that's what you're going to get. I believe this can go up to 4 cups and maybe a little bit more. They do have a turtle setting on this, so it breaks up. Say you have a cup of food that you want to feed your animal, you hit the turtle thing, it'll break up that cup of food into quarters, every 15 minutes. So if your animal eats too fast and they get sick, that turtle setting will slow that down, and it'll help prevent upsetting their stomach and then in turn throwing up all over the place. So they really have thought about quite a few great features with this, and I'm really pleasantly surprised by this thing. As far as aesthetics go, the only color you can get is black in it. It does tend to pick up a lot of dust and dirt and stuff. It's easy enough to wipe down. The build quality of it is pretty nice. I mean, the plastics aren't super cheap feeling. It feels more like Tupperware, you know? So yeah, I got no complaints as far as the build quality goes. Overall, it's pretty nice. When you get this unit, this bowl right here with this black plastic whatnot that's holding it is not going to be attached to the feeder itself. You're going to have to do that yourself. I tried to pull this off for the video as far as this plastic goes here, but man, it's a pain in the butt to get off once you put it on. So anyways, you're just going to slide it up and pull up and lock it into place. Once you lock it into place, you get this bowl that comes with it, and literally, you know, you just set it in. There's a little lip up front here that's going to catch the bowl, and it keeps your animal from pulling this bowl out of the unit and, you know, dragging it all over the floor. So that was kind of a subtle addition that, you know, I really do quite like. It makes sense. I feel overall this unit makes sense. Someone who put this together really took the time to put it together correctly. So another neat feature on this is you can hit this fast forward / play button to dispense food before it hits the designated time. So if you want to give your animal a snack, or if you want to give them an extra meal during the day, you can do so by hitting this button, and it will dispense the set amount of food that you've set it for automatically here. So let's do that, and it'll show you, you know, how the food comes out and what it sounds like. So that's it. That's 3/8 of a cup. Final thoughts. I really, really like this. She likes this. It's just a fantastic unit that, you know, you can definitely tell that they put a whole lot of thought into it, and it just works as described. It's really rare to find something like that nowadays without going, does it work? Does it, you know, poop out? How long does it last for? Does it miss feeding times? Does it do this? This thing just works, and I really like it. So if I'm gonna go 1 to 10 scale, I would give this honestly a 10. Hey, my first 10 review. This thing is amazing. That's all I can say about it. I cannot recommend it enough. If you buy one, you will definitely fall in love with this thing. So, you know, get out there, buy it. Price point's a little steep, but save my sanity in the morning and get me through the day without being half asleep. This thing has paid for itself. So I hope this review has helped you, and you know, it helps your animals too. So, you know, like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Hope the quality of my videos, you know, keeps getting better, things like that. And that's it. Have a good one.